Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, we're drinking bourbon. All right, Ben, what do we have on the bar today?
We have this dancing frog.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Encouraging people to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, we should do more of the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, we don't usually say that in our videos, but we should probably kindly ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. So the frog's here to make that look a little flashier.
Yeah, thanks, Frog.
Yeah.
Now get out of here. All right, now what do we really have on the bar today?
We have, bam, a Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 2 product called Elmer T.
Funny thing, Ben.
Uh-oh.
Have I got a surprise for you?
All right, let's see it.
So, I would like to introduce you to the artwork of an artist named Emily Mercedes.
Okay.
She is from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and she paints.
Yeah,
bottles.
I've seen those online before, and you
Yep.
mentioned that you. Now, by the way, we have no affiliation with this
None
person
at
all. We don't know this person.
Saw her work on Instagram, loved it. I happen to be a bourbon fan. You happen to be a bourbon fan, so I
Yeah.
ordered a couple. So we will maybe show some highlights.
Yeah, why don't we can show like some clips or whatever. But the reason you wanted to break these out for this one is because you.
So I'm just going to go through these real quick. Okay. These are a bunch of different brands of bourbon, watercolors.
Eagle Rare,
Buffalo
nice.
Trace product.
Yeah.
Four Roses product.
Sure.
And then we have this. And this is why we're here today. This is Emily's original artwork.
Okay.
Of the Elmer T.
Not a copy, actual
not a copy.
Painting.
She actually painted this herself, and it is beautiful. So we're gonna tag Emily in this video, and want to say thank you for the amazing artwork. Now on to the review.
All right. So, and again, no affiliation, just saw a cool product and thought, hey, let's
Love what
shout
she's
that
doing.
out because it kind of pertains to this particular
Love
review.
what she's doing.
So anyway, back to the bourbon. So this is a highly sought after, difficult to find, another one of those allocated ones we've talked about.
Yep.
That is not worth $200, just on a side note.
Oh, I wonder where you got that number from.
Little inside joke there.
Yeah.
What's the actual retail for this? It's supposed to be around 50. I mean, you never see it for that.
40 to 50 range is where it should be. It's a 90 proof Mash Bill 2 Buffalo Trace product that, it's named after a former master distiller at the Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Sure.
It's a good bourbon. We've both had it. It's been a while for me.
So this is in the same mash bill with Blanton's, Rock Hill Farms,
Yeah.
Hancock Reserve, Ancient Age.
Ancient Age. We just did that review of Ancient Age.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's get into this.
They call it their higher rye. It's still not super high on the rye.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. Oh, do you want
Dig in.
the cap? So have you had this before?
I have. It has been at least a year, maybe
I was just going to
longer.
say, I've only had this actually one time, and it was about a year ago. So this is, borderline new experience for me.
Yeah.
So this is a single barrel. What's the proof on this?
90.
Okay. Single barrel 90 proof. So it's close to the same proof point as Blanton's is 93, I think.
All right.
Same mash bill.
Yep. Similar, and it's probably less aged than Blanton's.
Could be.
my
Blanton's, I think,
guess.
is only like 6 to 8 years or something like that. So I'm not sure what this one is.
Right.
It's got a
Nice toasted almond note.
a little bit.
Brown sugar.
This almost has a little bit of that peanut shell kind of vibe to it. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. Dusty.
Yeah, it does kind of have a dusty vibe to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go in for the flavor here.
Here goes. A lot of pepper notes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's got a spice to it. Now, I'm not getting much of a rye flavor,
Agreed.
but it definitely has the peppery kind of spice.
yeah. I'm a little surprised at the proof point. Like it's got a pretty good burn, not in a bad way. It's got a nice burn to it for being only 90 proof.
Yeah.
It is, if I'm honest, it's a little bit of a one-hit wonder.
I was literally gonna say one trick pony.
One trick pony.
Yeah.
One-hit wonder. It's got a nice spice. There's like, this could be one of the least sweet. Like there's no sweet notes. There's a little bit of corn and sweetness from the corn. It's good, but it is a little bit of a...
It's fairly basic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of just like you said, it's good, but it's... I think there's a lot of comparable bourbons out there that are
easier
budget
to find.
friendly and easy to find.
Yeah.
That certainly hold up to kind of like the level of complexity that's going on here. Because there's not a lot of complexity going on.
Not a lot of complexity.
It's kind of, this falls into that category again then of overhyped,
underaged. And I'm just gonna say it. Ben and I just received an email today where we were invited to participate in a auction, and this bottle happened to be on that list.
Yeah.
And it was $200. And
So
I
ridiculous.
right now I didn't pay anything close to that last year when I got this a year old bottle.
Yeah, you didn't pay much different than actual retail, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I don't even know if $50 would be appropriate for this, if I'm honest. There's some $50 bourbons that are kick this ass, actually, to be honest.
Here's what I'll say. So maybe a few weeks ago or a month ago or whatever, I was just bored.
Yeah.
I had a bottle of Blanton's that I had a little bit left in. So I was like, well, I gotta kill this bottle, so I'll have some of it. And just out of curiosity, I put a flight of 4 90 proof bourbons. I know Blanton's is 93, so it had a little bit of an edge on the other ones. And just mixed them up just to see, because I'm kind of one of those people that thinks Blanton's is good but very overhyped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think most people probably are on board with that.
Yeah. And I actually really like Blanton's, but it is also overhyped and overthought.
And it was neck and neck in the blind flight with Evan Williams 1783.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I picked the Blanton's in first place just barely. And I think is maybe just the extra 3 proof points, just it had a little more of a kick to it, and that's what I liked about it. But it was, if the Blanton's scored 100, the Evan Williams 1783 was 99. I mean, it was neck and neck. I feel like that's the same case with this one. I think that you could get an Evan Williams 1780, or am I saying 1789?
83.
1783.
No, you were saying it right earlier.
Was I? Okay. Anyway, first bourbon of the day, I promise. But I really think that...
Speak for yourself.
that you could put something like that up against this in a blind, and I don't think you're going to see... There's not going to be a drastic...
And we paid
jump in quality.
$13.99.
Yeah.
The reality is there's a bunch of good bourbons. And this is actually, I think, a good bourbon. Mm-hmm. And if it were priced at... MSRP I saw was $40. And if it were in that range and available, sure. I mean, there's a point where people, taste is subjective and some people would like it.
Yeah. Would you, okay, so say this was on the shelf every day at $40. You bought this bottle, drained the bottle. Would you really be in that much of a priority or a hurry to go out and get another one on your shelf?
It's a great question. I mean, I think it's a tad unique. And I definitely think there's a place for the less sweet style. And this is a really good example if you don't like that sweet note that so many other bourbons, bring to the table.
Yeah.
This one brings just the spice and the peppery note. And if you are interested in that, then this is a great one.
Yeah. But again, overhyped,
and
overpriced. I mean, people are paying a couple $100 for this.
They're charging. I don't know who's paying that, but
somebody must be. I don't know who the hell is doing it, but and maybe just, I don't know, people who are new to it and think that, if a bourbon gets that kind of a price, that it must be worth it. And then the more you get into it, the more you learn about. I would take Wild Turkey 101 over this as just a regular sipper.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's good though. But
I hate to call it out, but. Who's to blame for this? Is it Buffalo Trace? Is it just they can't produce enough and then the hype has gotten, you know, the best of them, and they're trying, but I don't know.
So I wonder if it's maybe Blanton's got so much hype, because that was kind of like the, you know, when I was new to bourbon, that's the one you heard about. That was like the...
And I think that's mostly the bottle. It's got such a iconic bottle.
Yeah, and then people find out, it's kind of like people find out this stuff is the same mash bill, so then this stuff gets overhyped, kind of like people found out Weller was the same mash bill as Pappy, and they assume that it's Pappy Jr., and, you know, so then that gets out of control, and, so, you know, I really don't know, but it's unfortunate, but at the same time, every time I have one of these, it's like, it's good, but I really don't feel like it's not the end of the world if I can't get a hold of one, because I'm not really missing out on something that I'm super excited about, you know?
On the flip side, though, I did, earlier today, do a review of George T. Stagg.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
And it's exceptional.
Yeah,
it's
really good.
And so, it's not just the Buffalo Traces, you know, got the hype market, they also make some really good bourbon as well.
Yeah, they do, for sure. But yeah, this one, I mean, yeah, it's good, but it's...
Yeah, it's good, but...
It's good, but it's pretty basic. Yeah, so don't pay secondary prices for this. This is... Like you said, it's even the $50 is maybe a little...
It's a stretch, I think.
Yeah. So anyway, well, this has been Elmer T. Lee on the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Cheers.